How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Franchise Mode. Today, we are hopping into the season, our final full season with this team. Can we make the playoffs? Oh, I pray. I pray. We got the face cam in for the first time for the Franchise Mode, which is exciting. I just wanted to change it up a little bit, and if I ever do a Franchise Mode again, try to give you guys something that's a little bit more quality than it has been. I kind of did like a more basic Franchise Mode where I would just talk over what I'm doing, and you just see the screen. Now you can see me. Now you can see how I react. I got a BC Lions shirt and a Toronto Blue Jays hat on. I was gonna put my Abbotsford hat on. I do have a Quebec jersey, but I don't want to put a jersey on over a shirt. It is hot. This Rubik's Cube is heat activated, and although it's not entirely too hot, you can still kind of see the colors, so it is a little too hot. I'm plugging in the controller right now as we cut to the screen here. Little face cam. We're hopping into our first game to start of the season to start this episode. But I just wanted to go through the team yet again, and there's going to be some changes happening to the coaching. I did a little things off screen just for fun, so it'd be a little bit of a surprise. Now, our two best forwards, surprisingly, are Ryan McLeod, who's an 89 overall, second line center. I know a lot of people are going to be like, why is your second line center not your first line center? Michael Misa is our first line center. I just want him to grow to a 90 again, the age of 25. But Belched is now, it's Belch or Belches. I don't know how to say it. He's 24, medium elite. He jumped up to an 89. Pretty sure he's an 86. Last offseason, we got Logan Stankoven here at 87. And then we got McLeod. We're surrounded by Bennett, Senecki, Barron with Shane right down the middle, Noah Tippett. And then we got Podge with Dan Boyer and Greer. A little bit more grit there for Greer. Defensively, we got Landon DuPont, 93 overall. Just an elite specimen. We got Evan Bouchard, who's 32 years old, 91 overall. He's got 3 years left at $12.5 million. And then we got Jordan Spence at 89 overall. He jumped up quite a bit, $8.75 million now. I think this was just recently signed for 3 seasons. We have Verhoff in a more upgraded role at 24 years old. Hopefully he could jump up to 82, 83, and maybe move into the top 4 of our defensemen as a young player. At the moment, he's on a 1-year contract. If he jumps up to an 82, I will definitely extend him. Bilecki and Rourke down there as well. And then in net, we got Ravensbergen. Joshua Ravensbergen. I think I say Jonathan too much. Joshua Ravensbergen and Jack Ivankovic. Both of the same draft. We ended up trading for Ravensbergen. We ended up having Ivankovic. Already we drafted him. This team is pretty stacked. I mean, you could even move Shane Wright up to the second line and move a guy like Morgan Barron to center and put Senecki down. I won't do that right now, but I'll probably move Shane Wright up to the second line in a little bit if we do need to change anything. Now, the first thing I'm thinking of at this moment, other than the coaching staff stuff and the start of the season, is getting into about November, getting that chemistry, trying to build the chemistry up to see if we can get those players, better suited to be on a line with each other, because the only real one that's better suited to be on a line with each other at this moment are that first line and I think that first pair of defensemen at the moment right now. And then we got the goaltenders, who it doesn't really matter. Power plays, I do need to edit the power plays before our season starts, right? Because we can't have Misa in front of the net. Let's move Belch over to the side there. Misa does have a shot. He shoots left. So that means I'd be more happy putting him up where DuPont is at this moment. DuPont's going to be our power play 1 guy for defense. And then Stankoven shoots right, so he can move over to this side here. And then Bouchard, this is Misa. Bouchard can be switched out for a guy like Ryan McLeod, who will help this line here. We'll go to strategies. The distributor, I want to be Landon DuPont. He could be the finisher as well, but I don't mind having Stankoven with Make It Snappy as the finisher. So I don't mind having DuPont here and then going to Stankoven there. Feel like that works. No 1T on Misa, so that's the reason that I feel like that could be good. DuPont has wheels, but McLeod could also be that speed guy. We'll look at power play 2 because we could probably move McLeod down to power play 2 and have him help out. So Spence can stay on this power play. I don't mind him staying on the power play. Bennett, I want to be the guy in front, though. Sniper, Owen Tippett shoots right. Shane Wright shoots right too. We can move him here. Bennett in front. I don't mind this at all, with the finisher being Bouchard. Distributor's got to be Spence. And then the finisher could be Bouchard. There we go. Because he's got the thunderclap from the blue line. And he's got 1T, I'm pretty sure. So he's going to blast the puck on goal. Sam Bennett's just got to screen the goaltender at 36 years old. Pretty easy job to do on the power play. A little more physically demanding, but it's Sam Bennett. If anyone's going to go to the net, it's Sam Bennett and do the things that he does. Other than that, that is pretty much it. I like our PK. I always like to leave the PK to what the CPU recommends, because whenever I do edit the PK, it doesn't really go well that much. But let's sim up to this game against Minnesota, as we have Ivan Kovic in net for the first game of the season. I don't know what our coach is thinking at all. One sec, let me make that change. I understand switching the goaltenders consistently. There is a noise happening that I don't know what it is. So, apologies. I understand switching the goaltenders consistently, but like I don't get why we have him in. Sim game. Here we go. My reactions. You get to see how I go crazy. I do kind of go crazy. I just gotta make sure it's 8 because I got the camera up there now, so I can't really see it. Power play to start. We don't get anything. First period, nothing. Second period, there's something, and it's Marco Rossi, the guy who just signed in real life with the Minnesota Wild, getting one a power play for them early in the third period. Oh, a long one, but we're able to kill it off. And then we get one, but they kill it. Oh no. Here we go. Logan Stankoven gets one. Power play yet again. Our chance to take the lead, and we don't capitalize. And this game's going to overtime. That's perfect. Send me to overtime. Send me to overtime here. Let me just turn on the desk. I realize the audio's not on. Start game. Let's hop in. Oh, hair was stuck in the headphones. 86, 86, 88. I didn't see ours, and I'm playing. If it was preseason, I'd do it. But I'm not going to play. So I gotta fix it. Here we go. And overtime here. Rossi wins it, gets Kaprizov. Kaprizov skates in, he gets poked. Belch moves it up and out. A pass over to Rossi. Gets checked. Belch in the corner. Getting tied up. DuPont moves it up. And they got a rush here. Belch. And for some reason, nobody's joining him. They're letting the Wild get down there. DuPont, a shot stopped by Wallstead. He saw it all the way. You gotta get guys in front. Belch should be the guy getting in front. But why is nobody joining the rush? As Belch and Stankoven will stay out against Raw and Boldy. Stankoven's got to win this draw. Wins the draw. DuPont to Belch. Oh, he tries to get a shot off, but he's bumped by Faber. Faber moves it up to Boldy, and now they have a rush. Boldy with Waugh. Boldy over to Waugh. Stankoven able to... what an interception there. And DuPont, and here we go. 3-on-1. Stankoven shot, blocked. DuPont skates into the goaltender. Hopefully the AI is better in NHL 26. Probably not. But a tie up there for Belch. Wins it. Misa. DuPont shot. Wallstead saw it all the way, so he's able to easily stop it. Whew, this room is hot. I would turn the fan on, but it is a little loud. As Boldy. Boom! DuPont with a nice hit there on Boldy. Kill the energy a little bit. Kaprizov and Rossi are back out there. Sam Bennett's going to be playing with Michael Misa. Can Misa win this draw? Over Rossi. Come on. Rossi wins the draw into the corner. Defenseman has to chase it. Moves it up to Rossi. He's got Kaprizov. Bennett. Ooh, played Kaprizov well, but it's Kaprizov. He's going to be able to make a play there. Gets a shot on goal. We have 30 seconds left of overtime. Come on. Montgomery and Eriksson Ek out there against Misa and Bennett. This is our chance to take advantage. Misa to Bennett. Uh-oh. Oh, big hit. Tried to be a big hit, but nothing gets out of there. Bouchard on the ice with them. What a pass. What a shot. But it's able to be stopped here. Bouchard's got Misa. Misa skate. Misa! Oh, what a poke check. What a poke check. And now Minnesota has a rush here. Eriksson Ek with 8 seconds to go. 7, 6, 5. Shot. Stopped by Ravensburgen. Bennett picks it up. Sends it to Bouchard with 2 seconds to go. And they're not going to be able to get down the ice fast enough. And we're going to go to a shootout yet again. It seems like we always go to a shootout. Whew. The nerves. The nerves. What a overtime period. We had our chances. We definitely did have our chances. But we are going to a shootout here. Resume. And boom. DuPont, Misa. That's who I see out there. There's Ravensburgen in the net. And it's going to be Marco Rossi to start. Here he goes. He skates in. Oh, and doesn't even get a shot. See, this is what I mean by the AI should hopefully be better the next game. He didn't shoot the puck. I don't care if you don't have an opening. They shoot the puck, even if they don't. Misa. Ooh, nice try on the backhand move, but Wallstead read it. And we got a 0-0 tie here through the shootout. Kaprizov, their star player. If anyone could score for them, it's Kaprizov. He's stopped by Ravensburgen. And now we have a chance. Here with, this looks like Bouchard. It's Bouchard. I don't even know who it looks like. Oh, off the post. And then it just goes past Wallstead. Boldy now. Here we go. Boldy in. Makes a move. Oh, beautiful poke check by Ravensburgen. Now we have the chance to win it here with Logan Stankoven. But with the history of shootouts in this series, it could go a long time as he backhands it right into Wallstead's chest. Now Minnesota has another chance here with Brock Faber. Here comes Faber. Backhand, stopped by Ravensburgen. Plays it well. Stopped it. Another defenseman, Landon DuPont, out now. DuPont. Backhand. Oh, he went 5-hole. And he didn't completely have it. And now, Roher. I didn't see him in the overtime period. Shot stopped by Ravensburgen. Ooh, now Shane Wright. Here we go. Shane Wright. Skates at our third line center. Makes a... Oh! If he had got over, that would have been a goal. But Wallstead able to get the stick in there to stop the chance there. Montgomery skates in, shoots, and Ravensburgen with the glove. But now Jordan's defenseman. You know what? I would like McLeod or Bennett out there before Spence, but we'll take it if he scores. But he's stopped on the backhand by Wallstead. We're going to round 7. This is why I don't like shootouts in this. Has Juracek will skate in, stopped by Ravensburgen, but it popped up and it looked like it could have went in, but he's able to keep it out. And here we go. Ryan McLeod. Would have liked to see him a shot earlier. And that is why Ryan McLeod scores and we win the first game in the shootout. A good start to the season with one win, as Ryan McLeod helps us, and the Quebec Nordiques are 1-0 to start the season. A positive record. How long will that last? I don't know. To be honest, I really know. Will it last long? Probably not. Let's be honest. Here we go. Let's hop into the calendar here. So let's see. Do we have any games against the Leafs or the Habs? Oh, look at that. We have a game against the Habs pretty quickly here. If I could get back over there. Yes, let's simulate up to this day. Let's see how we do against Nashville. Please get a win. Oh, coaching stuff. Yes. Okay, here we go. I am hearing what your staff chemistry is low. I was going to say no, but I want to be the solution, so I accept. He's the AHL goalie coach. That's perfect. Okay, I am happy to join the team. Boom. The last one is the best surprise. It is a new head coach. A 2-time Stanley Cup champion in real life head coach. It's either... And we already had John Cooper, so you know who it is. Did he say yes? Oh, one sec, waivers. I thought it would pop up. No, it's Frederick Burnell on waivers. We don't need him. We don't need him. One more. There it is. Paul Maurice is the new head coach of the Quebec Nordiques, which is pretty sick. It's pretty cool. And no, we do not need Samuel Johansson. Let's him pass this match. Predators game. We're 1-1 going into a game against the 2-2 or 2-0 Montreal Canadiens. Doesn't look like we have a game against the Leafs anytime soon, so looks like we could get a good amount of sim going through here. I'm already 18 minutes into the episode, and we've only done 3 games. Well, 2 technically, but we're about to get the third one done here. Times 8, first period. Oh, we got one before I hit the sim. Greer, the fourth line. The third line with a power play goal for Shane Wright. And then Wahlberg, second period. It is 3-3. Moraine Hudson. Moraine's a guy who I've been going for a while. Tip it on the power play. Though, keeps it 3-3. I mean, he extended it to 3-1, and then they got the 2. So, without Tippett's goal, it's 3-2 Montreal. So, 4, Gavin McKenna scores, but we get one right back. Beckett Senecki. And with half a period to go, it is a 4-4 tie. Both teams scored the third. Logan Stankoven with 7 minutes to go. Greer with his second of the game. Can we get an empty net and get it on Greer's stick? Let's go. Will we get one? Doesn't look like it. A 6-4 win against Montreal. And I don't know how we did in the total series so far, but at least this season we're 1-0. Alright, so we'll get a good amount of simming done here, because I don't see a game against Toronto for a little bit. It's going to be like immediately after the Seattle game. No. Okay. Looks like we could get a good month or yeah. Wow. We have to go all the way till there. So we're gonna sim through to the end of October into November, and then we'll go to the middle of November and do the chemistry. So I'll see you guys at the end of the sim. AJ Greer is hurt, so I'll go replace him. But I'll see you guys after October. All right, we are at the end of October, and we are 6-4. So we picked up an overtime win against Pittsburgh, a loss. Then a win against the Red Wings, a shutout win, then a 7-4 loss and a 3-1 loss. But then we picked up 2 at the end of the month there against the Oilers and the Blackhawks. Excuse me. Then, so now we could sim up to probably the game against Buffalo. How are they in the standings? They're at the bottom. Okay. So we could sim up to the game against Buffalo. I think I'm going to sim up to the game against Utah, and I'm going to go through the chemistry. I'll do that all off camera. Hopefully we get the chemistry going good there as we get a loss and then a win. Seattle, a loss. Washington, a win. Okay, 8-6. Get a win there. Yes, perfect. Another one would be great. Ooh, a loss, but one more we get a win there. Okay, 10-7. We are 4th in the division in a wild card spot. 20 points. We're 2 points back. We're only 5 points back of first place in the division, which is pretty good. So start of the season, you expect those point totals to be pretty close, no teams really going away with it at the moment, as it looks like. Yeah, wow, pretty even in terms of first place in each division. Some teams will probably start, taking the divisions away pretty quickly as we get into like the middle of the season. But time to have a lot of conversations. So I'm going to go have all the conversations with our players, and I'll be right back. It's going to be about 30 minutes. Okay, so we're back. I skipped over some of the depth, mainly the fourth line. I only did Desnoyers just to see. But our chemistry looks way better. Belch, Misa bought in, and Stankoven bought in. Belch did it, which is fine. We could get the +5 if he does. But we got Bennett, McLeod, and Senecki to all buy in. They get the +3 all around. Tippett, Wright, and Barron did it, but that's totally, it's okay. They already had a +2 actually with Maurice, so it's fine. Fourth line, I don't mind too much. I don't really care if they have chemistry, especially a guy like Podge. I don't want to say, hey, be a fourth line. Look at those points, by the way. 9 points in 17 games for a fourth line player playing 7 minutes a night. What a kid. All right, here we go. And then defensively, DuPont said yes, Bouchard said no, which I was kind of sad about. Bouchard, you're not. They always like, I know I'm off my game. Bouchard, you're not off your game. We just want you and DuPont to play well together because you guys are our top pair. Spence said yes, but then said no. Verhoff said yes, though, so they do get a +1. And I didn't really do these guys because, although, yeah, they're going to play these roles, I can see Rourke being like, maybe I'm more of a top 4 guy because of Verhoff. Balecki, though, I'm happy to have him here. I should probably put him into more of the scheme of where he fits on that bottom pair, but it's totally fine by me if they're a 0. I'd rather them be a 0 than a minus. So let's hop in, because we're going to go all the way to the game against the Montreal Canadiens yet again. I think it's next month. Yeah, right under this Florida game. So we're going to be deep into the season. I will see you guys there, because I want to leave it a surprise and see how good we are. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, we are at the game against Montreal, and you can see I'm very excited because, oh my god, I don't think I've seen this ever. So, if we started this game against Buffalo, because we lost the last game against New Jersey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 game win streak. Let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I was right the first time. 15. I did it before I started recording, but a 15 game win streak. And then we lost against Minnesota, and then we got another win here, 16. So in 17 games, we were 16-1. Let's go. I told you, any team could do it. I didn't expect it to be us, but any team could just run away with the division. How have we not run away with the division? The Toronto Maple Leafs are 2 points ahead of us. Come on. Just my luck, a 15-game win streak just for the Leafs to be ahead of us. We are up 5 points on the Bruins, though, which is good. The Canadiens are at 32, 34. We are pretty good in lock in terms of our division at this moment. We do come up against the Leafs pretty soon. We have this game against Montreal. I am so excited. The season is going well. Let's see. Can we do it here against Montreal? First period, we get one, we get another. Spence and McLeod, second period. They get 3, and now all my hope is gone. For this game at least, you know what? We won 16 games out of 17 before this game. So we can give one up to a division rival. Sucks a little bit, but I would like for us to, maybe take this game into overtime. Gavin McKenna scores. They get a power play. We're able to kill it. So that's pretty good. But you know what? One loss is one loss, especially in 18 games. We're 16-2, so not totally the end of the world. It is a 5-2 loss. Is a little embarrassing, but we're in a good spot. I'm very happy about that. Man, exciting time to be a fan of the Quebec Nordiques if we don't blow it. I don't understand how we're not first in the division. Anyone else? No, like us and the Leafs are 1 and 2 for the league right now. So let's sim up to this game against Toronto. Is there any game against Montreal? Ooh, back-to-back weeks against Toronto, both on Sundays. It would be nice if it was on Saturdays. Hockey night in Canada, back-to-back weeks. Toronto and Quebec would be sick. It'd be a great schedule. Why do they schedule it one day later? We got to win against Pittsburgh. Here, let's see. New York, do we get a win? We get a shootout loss, we get a point. That's good. A win. That was our first overtime shootout loss of the season. So that's our first time we're uneven in points. Let's hop into this game against the Leafs. Let's see how we do. So we'll go to 8. First period, 0-0. Second period, 3-1 Toronto. Lori, I think Bouchard got ours. Saw Lori got one. Senecki on the power play. Keep the power play. Misa gets one tie game just like that into the third period. But then Austin Matthews scores. Those goals were 13 seconds apart. So that's pretty crazy. Austin Matthews gets yet another one. And did he get one in the second? Both of them, all the goals are here in the third period on the power play. I mean, I like the resilience of this team, but gotta win this game. Hagel. Oh, Brendan Hagel went to the Leafs. I didn't know that. He used to play for us. I think it was up till last season. We let him go this offseason, and Belch is out. Oh, that's a big one. I'm going to have a head coach replace him. I didn't really see what the injury status was. That's a big oopsie. I need to look at those because something could happen. We're going to move Bennett up. We'll move Barrett up. And we'll move Poulet all the way down. We'll actually move Shane Wright up. There we go. And then we'll move Denwye up as well. And then, do we need a center? Podge is a center. Podge can move in for center. And then, yeah, that's perfect. I like the lines like that. Hopefully, he comes back pretty soon as we travel. Nope. I think we're at home against the 2 Alberta teams who swoop in. And then we go homestand here. A good 4-game homestand. A win against Calgary. Perfect. A loss against Edmonton. That's fine. Belch is back. That's perfect. He wasn't gone long. That is great to see, as we'll hop into this game against the Leafs pretty soon. Poulin will be replaced with him. So we'll hop into the left wing. I'm so happy he developed. We picked him up as our medium elite left wing kind of guy to develop into, you know, that role. And he did it for so long, and I thought I made a fail of a pick, but he ended up developing. He looks pretty good and solid, so that's good. We get a shootout loss. We get a point there, and we are 4 points back of the Leafs. We're 7 points ahead of the Bruins, and we are 12 points ahead of the Panthers, who are in the wild card, which they're in the first wild card, so that's good. So that means we are 18 points ahead of getting eliminated from the playoffs. 16 points. All right. Let's hop into this next game against Toronto. I'm not sure what our next game is, so we might be simming all the way to the trade deadline pretty quickly here, which is good. I don't know if we make any moves. I don't know if I traded my first at all. So if I still have my first, we'll definitely be able to make a move. But if we don't have my first, then that is not great. First period against Toronto here, 2-1. Berard gets one, and Edstrom, he scored in the last game as well. Stankoven gets one second period. They get one more with Novak getting one. Can we get 2 in quick succession here yet again? We get one power play goal from Logan Stankoven. Can we get one more here? Power play for Toronto. We're able to kill it. Power play. 5-on-3. Belch gets it. Here we go. 3-3 tie going. Late into the third, Austin Matthews yet again, and then Berard again. Power play for us. They're going to kill it. And yet again, we tie the game, but we blow it to the Leafs. We yet again tie a 3-1 or a 3-1 game, and then just let it go. We did let in one more at least, but those games went exactly the same. Ravensburg, it looks pretty good with 21 wins throughout 34 games with a 9-15 and a 2-something goals against. Looks pretty good. Let's see. I mean, Ottawa we can do as well. We have a game after, so you know what? I think I will sim up to the trade deadline. I'm going to sim to the day before the trade deadline, and I'm going to do a little surprise record to see where we're at. Hopefully we're way above the teams in the playoffs, so I'll see you there. All right. Well, we had an injury, AJ Greer, as of recent, but we went on a tear. So let's go through. We won against Tampa, 2-3. We won 3 in a row, got 2 losses, but got 1 point out of it. Won 2 in a row, lost in a shootout, so we got a point, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, lost to Vancouver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, lost, win. We are 42, 16, and 4, first in the Atlantic, first in the NHL at this moment, and we're 1 point ahead of the Leafs. So we're still in the race with Toronto. Edmonton's up there with 84. Same with who's there with 83? Utah, the hockey club, up there. The Mammoth now, but this game they're still the hockey club. We have one game against the Leafs before the end of the season, so that is a very important game. I want to go look. We could pick up a top 4 defenseman, move Bilecki out of the lineup, and would move Verhoff down. I haven't seen if the development has gone for any of the players. I'm hoping Podge is an 80 now. He is still a 79. Some of our players have dropped a little bit. Same first line. Bennett dropped 1. I think we saw that before. Barron dropped 1. Tippett dropped 1. And yeah, that's pretty much it. How's Podge doing? 13. So he's got 19 points in 62 games. Pretty good for a fourth liner, especially a younger one. Verhoff hasn't grown, so you know what? We can pick up a top 4 defenseman. If anything, I'm going to go pick up a top 4 defenseman. I think I am going to go do that. If it's going to be a rental, that's fine because Verhoff can move in. Has to be a left defenseman, which we should be able to find. So let's let's advance day here. See, Jordan Spence has been injured until March 4th, so that's pretty soon actually. So we don't really have to worry about that too much. Head coach replaces player at the moment. Jack I will move in. We're going to go in as a complete buyer. I don't know if I have my first round pick for this year. I think I did try to trade it, but I don't think I ended up trading it. So let's see. We got Brock Faber, who's a right defenseman. So I don't really want to pick him up at this moment. Let's see. Center. We also have to remember that we need Canadians. Right defenseman is Schneider. Canadians only. Kamel, and that is it for available. Kamel, Olsen, Millardy, Matejchuk. Matejchuk's not Canadian, right? Left defenseman I saw? This is just a check. I always like to check. Oh, he is. He is. He left defenseman, 84 overall, Matejchuk, who's making $5 million. Do we have our first round pick? We do have our first round pick. Pretty close in value. I don't. It goes through. Well, we got our top 4. That trade deadline was very easy. We got our guy. We got our guy. We got Matejchuk, who is Canadian. He is a left defenseman. So when Spence comes back, he has a new partner. Look at those lines. Poulin looks a little better than... Oh, yeah, it's changed up a little bit. One sec. Let me fix this here. Move you here. Move you up here. Move you down. Move you down. And then move you over here. Move you over here. Switch you guys. Greer's out, so Poulin can stay in. Matejchuk moves down here. Bouchard moves up. Verhoff can move over to the other side for now. But Jack-Eye can actually just go play there for now. He gets a +3 with Matejchuk. That's really nice to see. Both these guys can play. They're in their more natural positions now. It works out perfectly. We'll get Spence back in a couple of, literally a day. We have a game against Montreal the day that he's supposed to be back, but he'll be back in the lineup before then. He might even be here for this game against Nashville. So let's sim up to it. The first here, will we get him back? Nope. We don't get him back before the Montreal game so far. One more day, just because I want to make the edit lines changes. Spence is back. Edit lines manually. And I'll double check if Greer is back as well real quick. No. Okay. So then we'll go get Spence back. As Jack-Eye's in a spot. Matejchuk fits well, but Spence didn't say yes. So it could be a better. It could not be as great as a fit. 0's fine. 0's better than minus. That's what I like about the chemistry. Is if you see minus and you finally get 0, you're like, you know what? That's better than minus. So we'll take it. Whew, here we go. One more game against Montreal. One more game against Toronto. And the season will come to an end, and it looks like we will be making the playoffs. I don't want to jinx it. We could always lose out. Matejchuk gets his first goal. I hope he didn't score in the last game. First period, second period. Here we go into the third with a 1-1 tie against Montreal. We're out shooting them like crazy. We should be taking the lead, and thank you, Beckett Sinecki, for doing that before I said it. And then Spence gets one in his first game back. And power play for Montreal, 5-on-3. They get it. Gavin McKenna. They're just so stacked with him on the team. I do have to say, I don't think they've won a cup, though. That's pretty surprising to me, the fact that they haven't won a cup. But we will take a win against Montreal here this season. Let's go. I think we're 2-1 against them in total during the season, which is great. We can now sim up to that game against Toronto. And I think I'll see you there. I kind of like doing a little surprise. It also keeps the video a little shorter, so I'll see you at the game against Toronto unless we clinch earlier. Alright, we are back. We haven't clinched the playoffs just yet, but we have 51 wins, 19 losses, 4 overtime losses, 106 points. Good enough currently for first in the league. We're still 2 points ahead of Toronto. We could make it 4. We can make it 4. They do have a game in hand, but we can make it 4 with the game in hand if we get a win here. Whew. Ryan McLeod was out for a little bit. He's back. Gage Gonzalez actually did pretty good. Backing him up as the 2C. He went in there, won 2 games against both Alberta teams. So we'll give Gage Gonzalez that. Maybe he got a point. We got to check. First period against Toronto, 2-0. Here we go, second period. Podge got one. We get three. Mesa Wright, Senecki, and Austin Matthews gets one. He gets yet another one. He really owns us this year. He has scored a lot of goals on us, but it's 5-2, and Quebec is in complete control of this game. Here we go. Just under the last, we're into the last half of the third period is what I was trying to say. They're catching up in terms of shots, but that's fine. Desnoyers puts one in on our first shot in a while, and we will take a 6-2 win against Toronto when it matters. They beat us when it didn't. We beat them when it did. Let's go. We have a 4-point lead on them currently, and I think we can go into the end of this season. Here, I think I can go in with you guys. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we'll sim up to this New Jersey game. I like to do the last 5 games. So hopefully we get 2 wins here against Washington and San Jose. First game, big 7-0 shutout win. Let's go. San Jose. A 4-2 win. That's perfect. Sam Bennett's back. You know what? Forgot to say that. Sam Bennett has actually been hurt for a tiny bit. Gage Gonzalez hit on that second line. Maybe he should play second line. He's got 5 points in 8 games. Subbing in. I think he's subbed in like for a little bit on the fourth line when Desnoyers got hurt, but then he came back only for games with that second line. So, hey, if we get a big top injury like Mesa, we can put Gonzalez on the second line and they might help us. So let's see. 4 points ahead of Toronto, and that's who we have to worry about. So let's hop into this main menu screen. This is the best season we've ever had with this franchise. We haven't won a game against New Jersey this season. Can we change it? We do with a 6-3 win. Now Buffalo, this is a divisional one. This is Huang on Burnaby. That's fine. Let's see. We are 6 points ahead of Toronto, but they have a game in hand. Buffalo, Sam Bennett's out again. I'll do head coach replaces player. Remember, Gonzalez is playing good on that second line. 7-0. We are 8 points ahead of Toronto. They have 2 games in hand, though. Do we just eliminate the Sabres? They have already been eliminated, let's be honest. We've clinched a playoff spot. I never had a conversation with Paul Maurice. That's why. So I changed the coach. Ivan Kovic did pretty good. 903 is a backup. A win against Utah. Did we clinch the President's Trophy? Nobody can catch up to us. We're the President's Trophy winners, which means we have the curse on our back. Jonathan Ravensburger looks really, really good too. Boris Kachuk's hurt, but that's Burnaby, so it's fine. A win against the Flyers. For 122 points and 59 wins. A big win. We were 1 win away from 60. What a season. Oh my god. What a season. Did Shane Wright have 90 points on the third line? Am I seeing that right? Oh my god. Alright, let's hop in. Let's see the stats. Shane Wright, 90 points on the third line. That is insane. I mean, we're paying him $8 million to play on the third line. It's pretty crazy. But, wow. Logan Stankoven, have yourself a year here with 81. Sam Bennett with 74. He missed time. He could add way more. 74 and 76. Mesa with 71. I'm happy with it. Bouchard, 68. Could be better, but you know what? We just had the greatest season. McLeod, 65. Tippett, 63. Seneca, 56. 56 for Dupont. Belch, 53. He missed some time. Spence missed 1 game, 50 points. Barron with 36. Matejchuk, 32. That's split. Podge. He's ahead of some of the... no, I think he's pretty low on this list, actually. But I like 25 points for a rookie. Rourke with 18. Verhoff with 14. Greer with 12. Gonzalez with 6 and 11. Poulet with Uno. Jack Guy with 1 game. But no penalty minutes. That's good for Jack Guy. And he's a +2, man. President's Trophy winners. President Trophy winners. The curse could be real here with us, but we'll take it on our final year with this team. We have an incredible season. and we are in the playoffs. Who are we going to face? That is the big question before we end this episode. Who are we going to face? Who will it be? Who will it be? Who will it be? NHL season complete. Let's press it. NHL season complete. Let's press it. Fabrizi's back. That's AHL stuff. Come on. The New York Islanders with Carter Hart as their goaltender. Ooh, I am excited. We face the Islanders. What if Florida and Toronto are going to be eliminated in the first round? That's good. That is it for this one. Since we made the playoffs, there will be a franchise mode video on Friday next week, meaning the podcast will be on Wednesday. And then the next week, it will be podcast, and then we'll do that big grand finale on, not the next week, but the week after. If you enjoyed this video, the video on your right is the video from Wednesday. The video on your left is the video from Monday. Subscribe, rate that under there. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Comment, are you excited for the finale of the series? I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.